Yo guys, what's up and I hope you're all doing great. Today I got some big news for you guys about the future of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a lot of new content and updates coming to the game in the next 2 months. Yesterday got interactive with the community check-in livestream, so we are gonna get new content, a new map, new cosmetics and executions, Danny changes, shirtless Johnny and much more. I'm gonna talk you through all the details in this video. And if you don't want to miss any more guides, news and updates on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, don't forget to subscribe to my channel right now. I'd really appreciate that. And now let's get right into it. So first up, close encounters are no longer instant kills anymore. So at the moment, when you do a close encounter with a family member and another family member comes and hits you, you're gonna instantly die to them. So this will no longer be the case. Instead, you will just take a bunch of damage, but you will not die anymore from that. I don't know if I agree with that, because it always was a trade-off and a risk that you would take when you do a close encounter. You always have to check, is there a family member nearby that could kill me? I think the only problem with that was that at the end of the animation, when you already won the animation, you still be an instant kill because your character would like stand around so weirdly, and this was very frustrating. So I would be fine if they just changed it so after you win a close encounter, you would immediately be free of the animation and you would not be able to be instant killed anymore. The way they did this now, it's really in the favor of victims, but let's see how that works out. Maybe it's the right decision. Next up, barge trolling. So you could latch doors and trap Leatherface inside a room, for example, and then the victims would sit in the barge animation, and Leatherface couldn't destroy the door, and he was basically stuck in there. So this was really toxic, and now it's fixed. Me personally, that has never happened to me, and I didn't know about this problem, but I'm glad that they fixed it. Next up, instant activation is now a lot faster. So you guys probably know the Leatherface level 3 instant activation, where he just has to pull his chainsaw once to turn it on, but he would still have this animation where he would pull the chainsaw over his head, and this would take up a very long time. So now they removed this animation, and it's gonna be a lot faster now. I really like this change, and it's gonna make for some really sneaky Leatherface players here. And they also reduced the time it takes to destroy barricades as Leatherface, so they removed 2 seconds from that. So now it's gonna be really fast. So this is gonna be a big buff for Leatherface. Next up, the blood trails are quote-unquote nerfed. Blood trails will now be more visible on PC and less on console, which is great because I'm playing on PC and I always was searching for the blood trails and I couldn't really find them. So that's gonna make for better victim tracking now, and I'm really happy with that. Next up, Poison Claws fixed. So the perk Poison Claws is being rebalanced because it doesn't work as they intended to, so it has some sort of problem, but I don't really know the details of that. Next up, Confusing Mechanic now works on Fuse and Valve as well. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It just extends the use case of Confusing Mechanic perk, and that's great. The family perk Easily Tuckered Out is now getting nerfed to 10, 25 and 40%. I mean, yeah, we all knew that nerf was gonna come eventually, because this perk is really strong. If you equip this perk with Johnny, you can do like 16 basic attacks without running out of stamina, and that was like way too much, right? So it sounds really good that they changed this. Alright, and now we got a big change over here. So Choose Flight, one of the strongest victim perks, is now no longer charge based. Now it's only a single use, and they also changed kind of the perk values. So at level 1 to 3, you will just get more percentage of your stamina back. So it doesn't really give you the whole bar back. And this way you gotta play more with your stamina and manage your stamina better. And yeah, of course, when they nerf Choose Flight like this, of course, Scout is gonna have to be nerfed as well. They didn't say anything about the Scout nerf yet, but obviously they have to change it as well, because the victims equip Choose Flight basically to counter Scout, and Scout is also mandatory to counter Choose Flight, right? So it both equals out somehow. They nerf one of them, they have to nerf the other one as well. Next perk that's gonna be nerfed is Bomb Squad. So the way they did this is pretty interesting. They made Bomb Squad now charge based. Right now it has unlimited use, and you can disable the traps really fast and without a bone scrap. And with Bomb Squad now being charge based, it's gonna be a really weak perk now. Maybe they could have just nerfed the speed of the perk and just made it so that you can disable the trap without a bone scrap, but it would take a lot of time, which would balance the perk pretty well in my opinion. But making it charge based is a really big nerf, and I don't know if I agree with that. Next up, the big one is the Danny nerf. So the way they want to nerf it, so Danny can still instant study, but if you do this on an exit, you can't temper it anymore. So I don't know if this will be enough to make him balanced, or if this is the right way. We will just have to see how it plays out, if this really slows him down and makes it more balanced. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this nerf, and do you agree with this or not. And now let's get to the content. we will get a lot of new content within the next 90 days, so until like end of March. They talked about that we are going to get execution packs and weapon skins, so they have multiple execution packs on the way. They said while they still want to save some things for surprise, we can say that these executions are much more brutal, and with the weapon skins the family members will have more choice when picking the weapon, and that's gonna be great. And then a big one, a fan favorite, we got the shirtless Johnny revealed. So that's officially revealed, and that's great. I mean, everyone loves to see a shirtless Johnny, right? And talking about new cosmetic packs, they are partnering with the very talented studio Art Bully to help bring new styles to their favorite characters and both victims and family players. So Art Bully is a really cool studio and really talented, and that sounds really good because they can do really nice cosmetics, and I'm really excited for that. So maybe we will not get any more recolors of boring skins, and instead maybe we will get actually interesting skins that look cool and outstanding. You know what I'm saying? So they especially talked about a skin for Sissy, and it's called Bride Sissy. The work is being done on this outfit features Sissy in a wedding dress. The idea of someone as weird and twisted as Sissy donning an outfit of love was fascinating. The angelic symbolism of white versus evil was very interesting, and they're gonna share it very soon. The other cosmetic of interest is the much requested shirtless Johnny. And they also said that these family cosmetics are gonna be free and they're ready to launch. So the Sissy skin and the Johnny skin are gonna come to the game for free, and that's great news because we really need some free skins after they ripped us off with $10 for all the other skins, right? So I appreciate them giving us stuff for free. So they also talked about the new family member and the victim at the end of the next 90 days, but we don't have any details or leaks on that. And the big one, we got a new map revealed. It's called The Mill. So this map looks really, really cool. It features, they say it should play much differently than on any other maps. So it also looks quite different, and it's supposed to have a lot more verticality with 4 playable levels featuring a dry creek bed. So that's gonna be really cool, having this much verticality and levels. It's gonna be really cool. So the mill's verticality will change gameplay as players can go up and down these floors. You got a taste of that with Nancy's house, and now we're taking that up a notch. With these different levels, it will also have some interesting well usage for dynamic gameplay. Wow, that sounds cool. So probably you could use a well, and then you will end up not in a basement, but like on the ground floor or something like that. So that's gonna add another layer of gameplay. So that's gonna be really, really cool, and I'm really excited for that. But I don't know when it's gonna come. I'm thinking it's gonna come at the end of these 90 days. All right, next, the stalling bug for Leatherface. This bug is not fixed yet. So they know it's there, but they haven't come up with a solution yet. Because right now with Leatherface, you're really stalling way too much, and there's some kind of bug happening there. Next, the noise following changes. So they introduced this noise following mechanic so that making noise is more punished for the victims. So now when you run through doors, they want to reduce the time the noise follows you so that you actually have a chance to break line of sight and to hide somewhere. And yeah, I think it's a good idea because otherwise the family member will just see where you run and you can't really hide anymore. Next up, broken lobbies need to be fixed. But there's also no fix yet, where like when one family member leaves, it will not backfill the lobby and you would just sit there. Yeah, they also talked about the scout nerf. That's probably coming, but we don't have any details on that, so they don't know how they're gonna nerf it yet. And then the lobby timer is gonna be removed at the next update, which is gonna come around February the 6th. So that's gonna be great as well, so that you don't get kicked anymore out of the lobby if nobody joins the lobby, right? So you can just sit there and wait and don't have to remake the lobby and stuff like that. All right, so we can expect the next update around February 6th, and then we're also gonna get the museum mode. The museum mode is going to be a way for you to move around the family house, featuring some puzzles. There will be photo opportunities in this mode where you can use the camera and save pictures, and additionally trivia and behind the scenes footage for both the film and the game will be able to discover it in this mode. So it's kind of just like a lore mode where you can run around the family house and just explore different stuff. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting if you're into this kind of lore of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.